Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Simming in Oz, and this is making Ollivander, Madam Malkin and Rosmerta from the Harry Potter save. I'm so excited. I love side characters. I love background characters. Like, it's all very well and good to make Harry Potter and the Malfoys and the Weasleys, but I love not very popular and not very seen characters in movies. I love making them in The Sims. I think it's the best area for a little bit of experimentation, a little bit of creative liberty, and just going for it. I have read the books. I have seen the movies. I did not go back and check what these characters are meant to look like. I am purely going off creative liberty at this point. So here we are. I'm making Rosmerta, and she works at the Three Broomsticks in Hogsmeade. And at this point of making this video, I have made Hogsmeade. It's finished, so I know exactly what that looks like. And after I finished that, I was like, I need some people to work in Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, because right now just random people are showing up and working the registers and serving food at the Three Broomsticks, and it looks weird, because the Malfoys are going to own at least Diagon Alley. I'm not sure who's going to own Hogsmeade yet. Put a pin in that. But the idea is that I want whoever to own these properties to actually hire these Sims that I'm making now. So Rosmerta is going to be working at the Three Broomsticks, Madam Malkin and Ollivander are going to be working at Diagon Alley, and that'll just sort of lend a little bit of authenticity to these builds. And I love my world building. I'm so excited. So here I am with Rosmerta, probably my favorite one of the bunch. I just went for it. I tried to add a little bit of culture and just a bit of differing skin tones within the Harry Potter universe, something I felt that was surely needed, because, you know, there's only so many, and I feel like we could use a little bit more representation out here. So here I am. Rosmerta is, gosh, what a character. She is buff, she is tough, and she takes no one's crap. So here I am. I gave her these lovely accessories and this gorgeous hair and these tattoos, and I think, yes, here it is. I gave her this gorgeous outfit right here for her main outfit. I went back and I changed the rags that you get from Realm of Magic. I gave her something just a little bit more sophisticated. This is a tough lady, and she works hard, and she is just so headstrong, and I love her so much. I made her a foodie because she's obviously going to be working in a restaurant. I don't know if she's the host, the waitress, or the cook yet. We'll see about that. But she's a foodie, she's self-assured, and she's also non-committal. And here we have Ollivander, and I had fun with him as well. I love making old people in The Sims. People should do it more often because it's actually so fun. I tried my very hardest to replicate John Hurt. I love John Hurt. Ever since I saw him in Doctor Who, I was just in love with him. And he has such a unique voice and such a unique presence. And as Ollivander, he gives off such a unique vibe, and I really tried to capture that vibe within his face. It's sort of a mixture of creepy, wise, sympathetic, and a bit sinister. such a weird mix of the three, and there's only so many ways I can put his eyebrows to try to emulate that feeling. But here I am. I'm trying to give him absolutely as much skin variation as I possibly can. I've got freckles, I've got wrinkles, I've got scars, I've got moles, I've got everything under the sun. I've got eye bags, I think. And I'm just trying to just make him look weathered, because aging in the Harry Potter universe is a bit all over the place. It's not regular. So an old person is a really, really old person, like Dumbledore, and then young people and sort of middle-aged people who have kids still are meant to look young in the canon of the books. So it's like, this is weird, okay, fine. So if you're old, you're old. If you're young, you're young. And it's just, yeah. So as you can see, Ollivander's pretty old. So I'm toying with his nose at the moment. He has got the biggest nose ever. And I tried to replicate that. Tried to give him bushy eyebrows and just make him look as unique as possible, because it would absolutely break my heart to have all of my Sims look like carbon copies of one another, as so many of the Sims in the actual Sims do. I love a little bit of just realism and a bit of difference between each and every person. They are so unique, and I put a lot of effort into making them so. Unfortunately, that just lends itself to me giving everyone freckles and wrinkles and calling it a day. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that works. When am I gonna make a absolutely perfect someone without wrinkles or anything? I don't know. It's gonna happen. So eventually it'll be Fleur or something. Fleur's got to be flawless. So yes, you get one perfect Harry Potter Sim character. The rest are going to be full of freckles and wrinkles. So yeah, look forward to that. I gave him a little bit of a burn on his shoulder and his hand. I like to think he's got a nice little big background of traveling the world and sourcing wands and what goes into those wands. And he's got a little bit of field experience. So he's lived a life. So yes, I added him some burn marks. He's got very traditional clothing, still dark and creepy. So it fits into the fashion of the world. And then I just went through and I gave him really basic everything else. And here we are with probably my most wild variation in character. I have not looked up what Madam Malkin actually looks like. She's not in the movies, I don't think, and she's definitely in the books, but I was like, this is meant to be the magical world, and so far everyone, aside from maybe Hagrid, has looked mostly grounded in realism, so I want to make someone just a little bit more wild. So I made Madam Malkin a bit different. So she's got this gorgeous purple hair going on. She's got these lovely full cheeks, green eyes, and a little bit of a lovely tiny little mouth. She looks kind and gossipy and like an older lady. I'll go forth and give her wrinkles. I know, I'm sorry. But this is me just trying to create her face. Her face came together so quickly and I was just in love with her. She's so fun. I wanted to give her sort of a nosy personality, and she's also really jealous, so I think she's quite vain. She's so got to be vain, but she's also quite cheerful and gregarious. So she's a bit of a social butterfly, our Madam Malkin. Just because she obviously owns, I think she works in the clothing store, she owns the store, so she dresses everybody. So she would be so into the fashion of the time. So she has to have this beautiful eccentric look, and I wanted to give her some variation and just make her so fun. And there's this certain outfit you get with Henford on Bagley that I did not know where I was going to use, and I thought, I want to use it for Madam Malkin because it's perfect. It's perfect. It's so dressy and it's just still a bit wizardy. So I was in love. Here it is. Of course, she's got the nails going on. Gave her a bit of hairy arms and everything just because I wanted her to have that sort of, she's got to have some flaws. She can't be all perfection. So that's mostly it for my retailers. I might go back and make some more, just more, not so much named characters, but just in-universe characters that I could hire and have run my wizarding establishments, because Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley ain't going to run themselves, and I'm excited just to get some more magical folks in there. And then maybe even if I just, it's just going to be regular everyday magical people. It doesn't have to be, not everyone has to be a main character or a side character. We can just fill up the world a little bit. And then for my next video, I am very excited to do the Hermione Granger family. It's coming. It's going to happen next. It's on my list. It's happening this time, I promise. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.